welcome to the Cool Time Dice Hour, which is actually 90 minutes. Inspired by fun shows like Critical Role and Dimension 20, this is our very own live play role-playing game / comedy show at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater. And today we're here for an episode of the Spindlespire Mysteries, based on the awesome RPG game The Murder Mavens of Brindlewood Bay. But what are the Spindlespire Mysteries? Why, I'm so glad you asked. The Spindlespire Mysteries is a reboot of a popular primetime TV show from the 1980s. Think Murder, She Wrote, Matlock, The Golden Girls. This show was right up there in the beloved ratings realms of mystery solving. This reboot is just like the original. It stars a group of mystery-loving retired folk who meet each week for a lively discussion, sometimes on the lavest Gold Crown mystery novel, or to discuss an old true crime case, or to play along with a mail-order crime-solving game. The Mavens also tend to solve real-life mysteries and murders in their town of Spindlespire Cove, and their knowledge, experience, and murder-solving techniques are much sought after by Sheriff Dalrymple and his ever-rotating deputies. And so now, the cold open. Pierre Aubertin stands and commands the attention of the room. He is a graceful, elegant man, and one of the proprietors of Aubertin's Antiques, where the Murder Mavens of Spindlespire Cove find themselves at a silent auction. And now, gentle friends, if you have patience for only one more teeny-weeny moment, we will bring for you the item with which you have all been surely waiting on the tenterhooks, the Elder Wing Moth. Yes, your gasps are entirely appropriate. For one of you will surely become the new owner of this mysterious and storied object. And now, my beloved sister, Pauline Aubertin, will present this item. I give you, without further ado, Pauline, the Elder Wing Moth. Pauline, it is the time. Please bring the Elder Wing Moth. The people are getting crazy. And suddenly, he seems to panic as neither Pauline Aubertin or the Elder Wing Moth appear. Who does appear? A nervous young woman. This is Lee Landsberg, Pauline and Pierre's assistant. I found out why she isn't here, sir. She's dead. What? Again? And everyone collectively gasps as Pierre cries out, "Seal the doors at once! No one will leave until the authorities arrive! Call Sheriff Dalrymple! This is now a crime scene!" And now the theme song plays. Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman killed the paper boy in a 10-day murder spree. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a face of someone trying to kill you. Everywhere you look, everywhere there's a place, a body to stumble onto. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, the Murder Mavens of Spindlespire Cove will carry you home in a body bag everywhere you look. And now we're into the episode! This season on the Murder Mavens of Brindlewood Bay, we are going to meet our cast for this evening. Please, starting right here, introduce yourself and your Maven and tell us just a little bit about them.
My name is Dorian Lenz, and I will be portraying, once again, Pearl Drummond, who loves, she's very hippy-dippy, and her special move is the Angus McGuire, where she can take 3 items, whip them together, and solve a problem.
It's the Angus McGuire?
The Angus MacGyver, which is like the Angus McGuire, but not a baseball player.
Excellent.
I'm David Westlake, and I play Regis Eversby. I just am super casual, laid back. I wear jean shorts in the winter, and in the summer, I wear khaki shorts. So, that's my life. And painting is my hobby.
My name is Robert. I'm playing May Seas. She is a yachter and her, as in one who yachts. And her move is the Jonathan Hurt, which apparently allows me to add 1 to my presence.
Yes. Hello, my name is Trisha Mueller, and I will be playing Enid Wilder. She is a widow who loves to dress in the Martha's Vineyard style. She likes to scrapbook. Well, she's mentioned to her children that she might try scrapbooking, and now every time they give her a gift, it is a scrapbooking item. So she scrapbooks in her part-time, you know.
Excellent. So our next step is for each Maven to gift a fellow Maven a cozy item, a small something that, knowing what we know about their character, they might carry on their person on a day-to-day basis. They might bring with them to a special occasion that might come in handy while solving a mystery. So Dorian, why don't you start by giving one of your fellow Mavens a cozy item?
Well, I was at the gift shop just the other day, Enid, and I found this 14-point cardstock paper for your scrapbooking. I didn't know you were really not interested in it. I thought you loved scrapbooking, so here you are. It's also pink, and the edges are all ruffled like it was handmade. Clearly, it was not.
Okay, well, thank you so much. I appreciate the thought.
Now Enid gets to give one of her fellow Mavens a gift.
Okay, let's see.
I also have a cat. Her name's Jolene. So I forgot to add that. My power is Gordon Shumway. I can call my cat to do simple commands.
You said you were painting?
Painting.
Okay, well then I'm gonna give Regis, I found this, some coal that he can sketch with some charcoal. I think that, I put it in a little baggie so it doesn't make a mess, but I think he could really find something to do with that.
Awesome, thanks. I'm trying all forms of art, so this is wonderful. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Yes. And then Macy's, I remember that you like being on a yacht. So while I don't know anything about ships, with my car, I have the Hulu girl who moves as the car moves. So I got one for you for your yacht. I figured that it could be used for, since it's small, it can be used for tight situations.
Excellent.
Why, thank you. It's wonderful.
Oh, you're welcome.
Now May gets to give Pearl a gift.
Pearl, dear, I was out at a wonderful cocktail party on a yacht. And the number of men who were trying to light cigarettes for me was uncanny. So I simply asked if I could borrow one of their lighters, and to you I present this Zippo lighter.
Oh, a beautiful Zippo.
With a floral pattern.
I love it. I will cherish it in my purse. Thank you.
Excellent. Now that each one of you has one of those gifts, if you use your cozy item during the course of tonight's mystery, you will get a bonus roll. Not a bonus on your roll, but an entire bonus roll. So it behooves you to use that cozy item so you can stock that bonus roll. All right. Now, if you are a fan of shows from the 80s in particular, like Murder, She Wrote or Magnum P.I., there's always a moment at the beginning before the episode officially begins where we see exciting moments from what's to come. So now your job, Mavens, is to each throw forward and paint for us an exciting moment that is going to happen to you during tonight's episode, the Forever Silent Auction.
Pearl steps into a doorway and screams, "You! Put both of those puppies down!"
Put both of those puppies down? Okay.
Enid quickly takes out a pair of scissors and cuts up some cardstock to make a weapon. It's like a star, very pointy.
Excellent. That you're sort of getting a 2-for-1 there.
After talking to a mysterious stranger, because we don't know, the camera's not showing who Regis is talking to, Regis says, well, I must be an existential penny because I can't make heads or tails of this.
Existential penny. Okay, perfect.
At one point, we see May with a knife to her throat, and she thinks, "Oh, what foul play is this?"
Okay, excellent. So each one of you who includes your throw forward actually in tonight's episode will also get a bonus roll. So you can get up to 2 bonus rolls. So if you really biff it, you can save the day and have a better roll. All right. Here we are. The forever silent auction. The Mavens are visiting a silent auction at the Oberton's Antiques, a place of common rarities and odd finds alike. It is owned and run by the eccentric twins Pierre and Pauline Oberton, who share an apartment right above the store. The auction involves items from the estate of the late Captain Solomon Heimwinkel, a Spindlespire Cove native who spends his last years as a recluse. All proceeds from this auction will be donated to the Spindlespire Cove Whaley Museum and Educator Center as decreed by the captain's will. Now, all of you are here tonight to come to this silent auction, which is like the talk of the town right now, but particularly because Enid loves Oberton Antiques. Their auction house often has 80s designer wear, which is a personal favorite of yours. You are looking forward to seeing not only the nautical items that are happening at the auction tonight, but what piece of 80s fashion that's also on bid brought you in this evening.
Oh, well, 80s fashion. Let's see. I would say that it would be a very structured blazer that perhaps was worn by Andy McDowell.
Oh, yes, of course. She loved a shoulder pad.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love her.
One of the greats.
So each of you is here because you are just excited to bid, and you're here with Enid. So if you can, what piece of nautical finement or nostalgia would you like to walk out of here with, May?
May is hoping for an antique compass that looks similar, but not exactly like the one from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Excellent. And Regis?
Regis would like the a steering wheel from the set of a Jaws equivalent movie in Spindlespire, because he's just a fan of sharks, I suppose.
Excellent.
Pearl's going to be bidding on a Gina Davis dress from that Cutthroat movie that she was in. I love that film. I know it's not good, but I love Cutthroat with Gina Davis.
All right. So as you enter, you are greeted by the twins, Pierre and Pauline Oberton. Oh, hello, my darling Enid. It is so good to see you this evening. I am so happy you are here for the auction.
So happy to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me and letting my friends come along.
Oh, yes, you have invited your friends. I am so happy to see them. We hope that you will be bidding. Tonight is going to be a very special night.
Well, we'll see.
Oh, yes, we have many surprises in store for everybody at tonight's auction. And they giggle and they scamper away as you're approached by Lee, who gives each one of you a paddle. It's a silent auction, so the paddles are largely ceremonial. The twins just like that everybody has a paddle. The back of the paddle is actually the silent auction form. So if you want to bid on anything, all you really do is write your bid next to that item, and then write that also on your, I'm trying to streamline the system, but for now, you got to write it on your paddle and next to the item that you want to bid on.
It really seems like a few extra steps unnecessarily.
Well, you ain't just whistling Dixie there, sweetheart, because some of the most special items aren't even out here on display yet. The twins aren't going to bring them out. They're going to present them like it's an auction, but it's a silent auction. So
That's confusing.
It really is.
Isn't that confusing?
well, I've got other people I've got to give paddles to. All right, so you guys sort of mill around the room. you go to look at different items. You want to bid on things. You're taking your time. You're looking around, and Regis spots a familiar face. It's George Miller, a local fisherman.
Hey, Georgie!
Oh, Regis! Regis, what are you doing here?
I do our famous handshake, secret handshake with him. It's pretty simple.
All right, that's it. Oh, Regis. Oh, it makes me so scared to see you here, man. Don't you know? Don't you know?
No. What should I know, George?
Oh, I thought every fisherman knew that all of the items from Heimwinkel's estate are cursed.
What, curse?
Yeah, cursed.
Well, I mean, that's not good, but also at the same time, it's maybe good for resale value with the people who like the hoodoo.
Well, that's why I'm here, because I heard that all the proceeds are going to go to support the Whaling Museum, which of course I would like to support, but I also want to get some cursed objects off the street.
Yeah, I mean, hey, whatever I can do to help, just let me know.
Oh, okay. I'm going to mingle and try and fit in, but if you see anything that looks cursed, wink.
Wink, I'll let you know, Georgie.
Okay.
How does one know when an item is cursed? What should we look for?
Oh, who's your friend who just wandered over?
This is Pearl. She does that constantly. She's
I'm a bit of a wanderer.
She
My name
is.
is Pearl.
Hey, Pearl, you're a pretty tall drink of water, if I might say. I'm a bit thirsty.
Well, George, a bit forward for me, but it's good to meet you again. How does one know when an item might be cursed, as you say?
Oh, if you find a cursed object, you'll know.
Oh, you know.
Oh, you'll know.
You know.
You know down in your bones.
Yeah, and your helm.
In your helm to stern.
Your what, Regis?
Your helm.
Oh,
Which
you
is-
made a boat reference. I get it.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, fine. Thank you. That was very clear and very well understood.
Yes.
You'll just know.
You just know.
On the other side of the room, May has caught the eye of a dazzling young woman who seems not quite at home in this very fancy setting. She seems a little shy, so May goes over to try and make friends with her. She's a short girl with a cute little black bobbed haircut, really large glasses, and she's sort of in the corner, just seeming nervous and shy.
Are you all right, dear?
Oh, thank you for asking. Yes, I'm Alma, Alma Heimwinkel. This is all my grandpa's old stuff. He really wants me to continue his mission to get the, museum going, but, I'm just worried that no one's gonna bid because, as we all know, everybody thinks that everything that comes from my grandpa is cursed.
Oh, Oma, that is a tragic story. It's just, you see, I like this shy thing you're doing because if I stand next to you, it makes me much more appealing. So if you could continue with that, and I promise to help with your curse situation.
Oh, okay. Like maybe if it seems like people aren't bidding on anything, you could just like maybe like you silently bid on some things. I don't.
If I'm silently bidding on something, will anyone know?
Oh, I don't really get into politics.
If a bid occurs and there's no one around to hear it. You're right, that is politics. I apologize.
Okay. Well, just thank you. And like, if you hear anyone talking about how all my grandpa's stuff is cursed or weird, just tell them that the museum is going to be a real gift to the community.
I might not use those words exactly, but I promise to say something to that effect.
Okay. And our other maven, Enid, is milling around the room, and she bumps into a young lady who is also there browsing and perusing. Oh, hello. You seem like a fashionable lady. It's so nice to see someone of a proper caliber here to be part of the festivities.
Okay. It's nice to meet you. I'm not sure what you mean by caliber. I think we are all members here of the Spire, and then,
Yes, no, absolutely. It's just that, some of us are here because we deserve the items that are being auctioned. And you seem like the type who would deserve a nice, silently auctioned item.
Why do I feel like you're trying to sell me something right now, honey?
No, heavens no. I'm not here to sell. I'm here to buy.
What are you looking to bid on?
Well, just some things that should have been in my family for generations.
Oh, my.
I won't say any more because I don't want you running up the price on me.
I would never.
No, of course not. Who would? And over to you walks a charming young man with a plate of goodies. He is Nigel, the caterer. Ladies, can I get you any canapes, any tete-a-tetes, any nom-noms?
Thank you, Nigel. I just got into this dress. I don't think I can eat anything.
Very well, very well. He goes to the next
Excuse me,
group.
how does one know what a nom-nom is?
Who's your friend?
I'm the wanderer. My name's Pearl. I just kind of wander into conversations.
Oh, very good, very good. Nom-nom, canapé, tete-a-tete.
Yes, the question that I asked was, what does one, how does one describe a nom-nom?
It's a treat.
Pearl, just look at the tray he's holding.
Oh, well, so they're all nom-noms. Okay, good enough.
They are all, and none of them are nom-noms. And so, you guys settle in as the silent auction is about to be called into attendance.
Continue to look shy. All mother caterers coming this way.
And you guys notice a handsome stranger sort of in the corner. He is tall, dark, handsome, dashing, young. He looks amazing. He is fashionable. He has several scarves. Not one, but several scarves. And he is talking to no one. Is he bidding on things? None of you noticed. But he is there in the mix as well. When all of a sudden, we catch up to our cold open. We have just learned that the item that everybody is waiting for, the dreaded and storied elderwing moth, was about to be brought out when, lo and behold, Lee, the assistant, lets us know that she found Pauline dead in the alley out back. Pierre has insisted that the doors be locked and that no one goes in or out until the mystery is solved and or the sheriff gets here in about 1/2 hour's time. Oh, Enid, my friend, you have told me so often that you and your friends are so good at solving mysteries. I wonder, would you lend your talents? It had to have happened right here on the premises. Surely you can find out who did this.
Oh, of course we can. You poor thing. I'm so sorry about your sister.
Well, look around. Talk to everyone. Nothing is off limits to the Mavens.
Excellent. Excellent. We can definitely look around.
All right. Now you're on the prowl. You are here to determine who killed Pauline in the back alley.
As is Pearl's normal modus operandi, I'd like to go and view the body and determine cause of death.
You want to go out to the alley?
Well, why not? That's where the body is. We need to check.
Yeah, I'll follow Pearl to make sure she doesn't wander around too much.
Well, thank you,
Yes.
Okay, what are May and Enid gonna do?
Enid's going to be mingling around, looking to see if there's anyone out of place or anyone else missing.
Okay.
May is going to go hit vigorously on Hazim.
Okay, excellent. So outside, you notice that it's the main room where items are on display, where they're being sold when there's not an active auction happening. There's a little narrow hallway that leads directly out to the alley, which is in back of the shop. There's like dumpsters back there, and that's where, it's the back of all the shops. And then to the other side, there is a hallway with a long staircase that leads upward to Pierre and Pauline's apartment, which is above the store. So her body is outside. It is laying up against the dumpster, and it looks like she just got surprise attacked and is just lying there looking like she's been startled.
Looks as though she's been startled to death, Regis.
I mean, that was a tragic way to go.
Well, of
Being
course.
startled, yes.
But I'm going to look around for any signs of a struggle or any footprints or anything that would be out of place.
Okay, so you get to do what's called a meddling move, which means you're going to roll your dice, and what you roll is going to determine the quality of what you find.
Both of the dice?
Both of the dice.
I rolled a 4.
Already starting.
You see nothing. You can't tell anything at all that's happened. But luckily, Regis is
I
here.
don't think she died at all.
What? No, I'm pretty
She's
sure.
just sleeping, Regis.
Well then, I tried to shake her
Okay.
to see that theory
Okay. That she's still
that
alive?
she's still alive.
All right. That's technically a meddling move as well. So go ahead and roll the dice.
Don't fail.
I really hope not. 10.
Ooh, excellent. You find something gets shaken out of her pocket.
Oh wow, look at here. No, I think she's actually dead.
It's a good thing you came with me, Regis.
But yes. Something was in her pocket.
What's it say?
Well, it's weird handwriting, but it says to broke, I think, and to break a curse. We have a bunch of images, and it looks.
Oh, wait, what are the images? Those might be important, Regis.
We got a tic-tac-toe thing, a star,
A star?
2 circles,
Oh.
a circle with an X,
Oh.
a weird Z,
Uh-huh.
some voodoo. I mean,
That looks like an umlaut.
yes.
Is it an umlaut?
You know what? I must be an existential penny because I can't make heads or tails of it.
Oh, there it is, baby! All right, can we cut to Enid, where she is mingling? Who is she heading up to mingle with?
She is going to talk to. I think she's gonna go straight back to Nigel the waiter.
Nigel the waiter. All right. Oh, hey, yeah, did you like the canapes? Can I get you more nom-noms?
Are you seriously still working at a time like this?
Well, I mean, the man said we can't leave, so I might as well get some work done. I mean, I get paid by the hour, not by the corpse. Bada bing! Oh! All right, that was a little insensitive, I will admit. I will admit, that was not my best work. I'm just feeling a little uncomfortable, a little out of place here.
I understand that. It's such a fancy event, and there's a dead body outside. Not everyone is comfortable with that. I don't suppose you saw anyone going in and out all night while you were working the room.
Well, you know, I tend to get pretty busy as I'm handing out my sweets and treats, but you can go ahead and do a meddling move to see how much your friend Nigel remembers.
Okay, that's a 7. Do I add my presents? Then that's an 8.
What's up? I'm sorry. 7. A 7? Okay. As you're talking to Nigel, he's like, you know, I didn't necessarily see anyone coming or going, but just in the off chance you might be in the market further down the road, someone dropped this. I don't even know what it is. You didn't get it from me.
Well, my word, it's a business card for a new antique dealer.
Oh, you know what they say in the antique business? Newer is better.
That was actually a very good joke, Nigel. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just a little off my game tonight, but yeah, I hear these guys are really good and might be giving old Pierre and Pauline a little run for their money.
Who gave it to you? Do you
I
remember?
can't. Oh, I don't know. Don't know. Can't say. Don't know. Can't say. I find things in the catering business, and if I want to stay in the catering business, I got to keep my mouth shut. If you know what I mean.
I don't, but okay.
You keep your mouth open, I toss the treats in, I keep my mouth shut, I keep the secrets locked inside.
You have a wonderful rest of your night, Nigel.
Okay, thank you. And we cut to May. What is May up to?
Why, hello, you fine bescarved gentleman, you. My name is May, and I was just wondering how those would look around all 4 of my bedposts.
Oi, what'd you say your name was?
My name is May.
May. I'm really just here. Look, I'm in a right state. Pauline was my lady.
So you're single?
Heavens to Betsy, miss. I don't believe what they said. There's something going on here.
Oh, what makes you say that?
Oh, I don't know. It just seems like a bit weird, isn't it? We're here to bid on this weird mothy wing. I ain't even seen it. Have you seen it?
Well, now that you mention it, no, I haven't. You know what else I haven't seen? What your neck would look like if you took one more of those buttons down.
Oi, listen, lady, I think I gotta really pay attention. You're supposed to be one of those gals what's solving all this madness.
Oh, right, I guess I should go to work.
Go ahead and roll a meddling move.
So are we all supposed to cheer when I say 4?
Yay!
Hazim just gets away from you as quickly as he can. He has nothing to say to you. He has nothing to show you. He just dips out and runs away. And then there's a loud bang as something very scary happens.
He just ran right into that door.
He did. He ran into the door. He kicked over a Diet Coke on his way out, and all his Post-it notes fell down. We cut back to Regis and Pearl. What are they doing? Are they still out in the alley?
Yes. I mean, this looks like some sort of flower or insect.
It looks like a butterfly. I think it's a butterfly.
Maybe a moth?
A moth.
Just then, you heard a loud clang, clang, clatter, clatter, bang, bang, and it seemed like it was coming from up the stairs.
Oh, it sounds like Macy's is hitting on someone again.
Oh, of course.
Let's go up those stairs and see what's happening, Regis.
Yeah, good idea.
Up the stairs, the Murder Mavens go.
So as you get up the stairs, you pass by a storage room where it seems like they probably keep all the items that aren't necessarily on display yet, or aren't ready to be auctioned yet. You pass by that and you go upstairs, and on one side, each door has a fancy nautical themed nameplate. One says Pauline's room, one says Pierre's room.
Well, which one? Why don't we split up, Regis?
Ooh, yes. I'll take Pierre's room and you take
Well, I'll
Pauline's room.
take Pauline's room. All
Yes.
right.
You're splitting up?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll go with Regis. Which room did you go into, Regis?
Pierre.
All right. So, it's nautical themed, but in the old tradition, everything is very dark wood. His bed is a traditional captain's bed. It's very sparse. There's actually a hammock in the corner. You can tell that he really loves living the antique life. So are you gonna look around?
Yes, and what Regis is going to do is if there's any drawers anywhere, he's going to open those.
You're gonna open drawers?
Yep.
Okay. Roll a meddling move.
7.
7. Okay. In one of the drawers, something rattles and rattles and rattles. And upon further investigation, you find...
Ooh, money! Yes! And traditional English fine breakfast tea jar. Coins and the dollar bills. Lots of money.
What did you find, Regis?
Hey, I think we're rich. We can get ourselves some of this nautical stuff more. I got money.
What is it?
Got some $100 bills, some coins, and this tea jar.
Is there anything in the tea jar?
Other than money? No.
Did you open the tea jar?
I'm going to double check and see if there's
anything
else.
besides money?
Besides money.
Nope, there's just cash and coins.
Just cash and coins.
That doesn't really give us a lead, Regis, but good job.
Well, you know what? I'm keeping it. I'll say it for its evidence.
You're going to steal from the bereaved dead brother?
it's evidence.
All right.
Okay, and so we'll go to the other bedroom where Pearl is doing what?
We're gonna do. Pearl's going to be very similar to Regis and just start looking around, nosing as Murder Maven would.
Okay. So this room is also nautical, but in the much more modern Pottery Barn way. Whereas like his room was all dark wood, this room is all blonde wood and white and navy blue, and it's just bright. And you can tell that when the light comes in, the skylight, it's sunny and beautiful, just like Pauline herself. So where are you meddling around?
Well, I'm gonna look under the bed.
Okay. So roll a meddling move to see if you find anything under the bed.
6.
You find nothing under the bed. It's clean. You can tell that she vacuums under there daily, maybe has a Roomba that really gets under there. There's not even dust bunnies.
I think Pauline was a little OCD, Regis. There's nothing here.
Well, I don't know what to tell you except good for her, I guess. She's dead now, so that's not.
I'd like to point out that so far on this mission, I've been pretty useless.
Hey, but you're still a valuable member to the team.
Thank you, Regis.
You're welcome.
Hey, I want to go look at that storage room. Somebody said something about that storage room earlier,
Oh,
and it reminded me to go look at the storage room.
all right. I'll come join you.
But we cut to Enid, who is now, what is Enid up to?
Enid is going to go find May and take her arm and say, have you found anything yet?
Well, I found out that whoever died has excellent taste in man.
May, I'm going to need you to focus.
I'm focused, all right. Well, I tried to be. He ran off. It looks guilty to me. Although he didn't know anything about the auction, so I suspect he didn't share her interests.
Oh, and you do? Is that what you're getting at?
It's nautical.
Okay, look.
I yacht. I'm looking for a compass I was supposed to bid on, and I have to leave in the morning.
May,
What?
focus.
I'm focused.
We need to find out who killed this young girl and who took this moth thing. And then maybe Pierre will give us a little discount next time we need to buy from his antique store.
That would be lovely.
All right, so why don't you go over to that side of the room, and I will talk to the people on the other.
Right, now I'm fully aware of what you're talking about, but in case there's a bug listening in, which room are we talking about?
The room we're standing in.
Pretending I've had a lot to drink, which is what?
All right, you know how we came for an auction?
Right.
And it's time for a commercial break! This is a commercial for Pauline and Pierre's antique auction house, and it is in the style of an 80s commercial. It's not the two of them. They have a mascot who does their selling. Robert and Trisha, you are that mascot. Present us the commercial for Pierre and Pauline's Obertin Antiques.
Well, hi there, old folks. It's me and my double-headed friend, the two-headed octopus.
We're here to tell you the future, which is really about the past. Because if there's one thing we can't get enough of, it's antiques that you're gonna buy later today.
That's right. And we see a lot of money in your future because these antiques only go up in value.
Just like the coffee that we serve at our antique shop.
Homegrown blonde coffee and antiques here at the Overton Antique Shop.
And of course, it ends with the jingle that everyone who lives in this local area knows.
Come to Antiques.
Perfection. We're back into the show. We are back into the show. Who is Enid going to go try and talk to?
All right, I'm gonna go talk to the assistant, Lee.
Okay. Excellent. Lee appears. Oh, hi. How can I help you?
Yes, I mean, how are you? You found a dead body. Are you all right?
Ooh, no, that was a rough one. I've really enjoyed my time working for the Aubertons. It's, you know, the thing is, Pauline just didn't necessarily have an eye for it the way Pierre does. Pierre really knows an antique when he sees it. I mean, I was a little worried about what was happening when it was both he and Pauline at the helm.
Are you saying that without her, he'll do better?
I mean, who's to say? The only thing I know for sure is that she was really into, just the flashy stuff that doesn't necessarily get you in the antique pages, if you know what I mean.
Sounds like they were on a different page from each other.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll a meddling move to see what else she tells you.
Oh, come on. I got a 5.
She tells you nothing. She clams right up.
I can't read you.
She clams right up.
Man.
Yeah, sorry. I wish I could tell you more. All I know is that I'm sure that the business will stay on a more straightforward path now that Pauline's not here dipping and dodging and flying all over the place.
Well, okay, that's a very interesting point of view to have right after a woman is murdered.
And Alma comes over to the two of you and she's like, hi. I'm just worried. What's gonna happen to all of the stuff now? Does it still get auctioned? Do we still get money for the museum? I'm asking you, Enid.
Oh, I'm sure everything will work out fine. I'm sure everything is insured, right? And once we find that moth thingy, everything will be perfectly fine.
Alma, a word.
Yes, yeah. How can I help you? Did you?
Listen, we had a deal. You were supposed to stand next to me and be shy, making me look nicer, and now I'm alone with my friends solving a murder for a thing you told me wasn't really cursed. It's looking very cursed here, Alma.
I know, it really is, isn't it?
Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to replace myself with this little hula girl. You stand next to that. If it starts picking up people, you let me know and we'll swap back in.
Okay. You get a nice bonus roll for using your hula girl. And go ahead and do a meddling move while you're talking up with Alma.
I got a 10.
A 10! So she's like, oh, hey, also, I don't know if you know anything about antiques.
Oh, well,
Or if you can look at that, because I was a little confused because I had heard that the Elderwing moth was going to be listed for $25,000. And so when I found this underneath a stack of papers, when I was getting my auction paddle, I was a little confused.
Yes, it seems that the list price for the Elder Moth is only $5,000.
Uh-oh, what do you think that means?
Well, I think it means that either someone was hoping that if they started really low, the bid would get higher faster, or there's insurance fraud afoot.
Well, that really makes me feel a little scared because I need that money from my grandpa's estate to start the museum.
Well,
Okay, I'll go with this hula girl, like you said.
Thank you. Enid,
Yes?
look at this. We could have gotten what looks to be a bunch of fish dangling on a line for $1,500 or a dinghy for $2,000, as opposed to the moth, which would have only been $5,000. I was told this was a high-end auction.
$5,000? Why was he so excited to show it off?
Maybe he forgot to multiply it by 5?
He's a very detail-oriented man. I'm sure he didn't make that kind of a mistake.
Maybe Pauline did it by accident.
Maybe.
All right, and we cut to Regis and Pearl. What are Regis and Pearl doing?
We're in the storage room. It looks dark in here. I'm going to light my Zippo.
Oh, excellent. So you guys came into the storage room. I'm not giving that to you. I'm putting it over here. You have an extra bonus roll now.
Yes.
So it seems like it's full of very dusty things. There are racks of clothes. There are mannequins wearing clothes. There's stacks and stacks and piles of old objects and sort of weird stuff.
I'm looking around for anything that looks like the dust has been moved.
Okay, go ahead and roll a meddling move.
7.
Okay, you notice something peeking out of the corner from underneath a box.
Well, it looks like Pearl just did something good.
Hey, good job, Pearl.
I found an old post. Mysterious deaths at sea leave twins orphaned.
Oh, maybe the same twins that run the antique
And then there's a bunch of stuff in Latin.
Well, that's a very confusing newspaper.
And so as you're peeking at that, Lily James stumbles into the room. Oh heavens! I'm so sorry. I didn't know anyone was going to be in here.
Hey, we're investigating here. What brings you to this storage room?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just looking for the ladies' room. I was looking for the ladies' room, and I ended up in here. How so silly of me.
Listen here. No one believes that you were looking for the ladies' room up the stairs.
Yeah, well, the restrooms were told.
This is we're downstairs right now.
Well, still, the restrooms were told to us when we came in, so.
What are you really doing here?
What do you mean? Roll your dice for a meddling move and see if we find out what you mean.
A 7.
6. Oh, do I have a bonus? I could use my bonus roll, right?
Yes, you can.
Also, for 5. My bonus roll went down.
Well, there goes that.
No!
Well, it's just, you see, that some of these items are of a curious provenance, specifically the Elderwing moth. Everyone thinks that it belongs to the Heimwinkel estate, but I've always believed that if we truly traced its lineage, we'd find that it belongs to the Jacobs estate. And then the reason why everyone says it's cursed, I believe, is because, well, it's with the wrong person. If the moth was with the family that it was destined to be part of, there wouldn't be any curious crashes or disasters. You know, they say that the moth is a harbinger of doom to come.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't think items have feelings. So.
Well, I was just telling you what I think. I wasn't asking what you think.
Well, okay then, Miss Jacobs. Wow.
Well, I can tell that I'm not going to find anything in here with you two old biddies poking around.
Well, it's definitely not going to find a bathroom, and please, if you would, don't do it in here.
Well, fine. Oh, and she stomps out, stomps out. Her tiny little heels clack, 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 clacking her way.
Did she say her name was Jacobs?
Last name. Lily is her first name.
Lily Jacobs?
Lily Jacobs.
And then she said that the item was supposed to be with the Jacobs family?
I believe, yes.
Huh. How curious.
Yes.
Maybe we should make our way back to the other Mavens.
That sounds like a good idea, yeah.
All right, so what is our Enid and May doing?
Oh, I'm showing May the business card that I got.
Okay. And are you guys over in a corner of the room? Are you out in the middle of the room? Are you off to the side?
I'd like to think that we're standing relatively close to where Nigel comes in and out with the hors d'oeuvres. Although at this point it feels more for the hors d'oeuvres than for Nigel.
Okay. So every time Nigel comes in and out of the little hallway where he's got his little thing stashed up, which is on the way out to the alley, it's really the only space there was. You're snatching off the tete-a-tetes and the canapes and the nom-noms.
Ooh, shrimp.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a meddling move for me.
Oh, Nigel, what, is that a knife to my throat? Oh, I see. You were just asking if I wanted spread.
Are you going to use it right away?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you roll the first time?
I didn't roll it yet, but I want the extra. Or do I have to call it after I roll?
You have to call it after.
Okay, well, let's see how I do on the first one. Then.
Okay. I'll uncrumple this.
No, I'm going to keep this. I got 12.
You got a 12. Oh, okay. So as Nigel's walking past, something falls out of his pocket.
All right, it appears to be a bag of some sort. Ooh, it has a syringe inside.
Wait, we're not there.
My goodness. I mean, it could be for medicinal purposes. It could be for baking purposes. Don't open it. Are you crazy?
Well, I want to see if it's any good.
So what are you doing to it?
Give it a little smell, a little taste, a little. Ooh, what is this? I've done a lot of party drugs. Is this a metal move?
I guess so. Are you trying to figure out what it is?
Yeah, but unless that's not in the script.
Oh no, go ahead. I wasn't sure.
All right, I got a 8.
An 8? It doesn't seem like it's party drugs.
All right, it's not a party drug that I've done, which means it could be bath salts or something completely different.
All right, we cut back to Pierre and Pearl. What are they doing?
They're making their way back to the party, I believe.
Yeah, we're going back to the other Mavens.
Okay.
Has anyone spoken to,
Well, describe him.
I wrote it down. Nope, I believe that's from a different mission. Never mind.
Oh, all right. Never mind. I'll just go away.
Hey, Georgie!
Hey!
Hey, Georgie, what do you think about all of this here? George, I found this thing to break a curse, and I think.
Oh boy, yeah, that's definitely it. That's definitely the way to break the curse of the Elderwing Moth.
Oh wow. Can you make heads or tails of this curse breakage?
I don't know. Roll your meddling move.
All right.
May, does it look like to you that Regis is sharing evidence with someone that's not one of us?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it certainly does.
10.
10. Oh, well, yeah, actually, may I share this with you? Just a piece of literature that we are passing around. Though you may find the answers that you seek. And he winks at you.
Yeah. And I huddle with the rest of the Mavens and Heimlich Estate presents Spindlespire Whaling and Nautical Museum. So it's a brochure for this. Learn the truth behind the mysteries of the seas surrounding Spindlespire Cove.
I'm just saying that maybe if all these items get bought up, if we find that Elderwing Moth and get the 25 G's for it that we're supposed to get, maybe we'll be able to open that museum and finally we'll solve the mysteries and break all the curses.
I don't know about you, Mavens, but I'm beginning to suspect everyone.
Well, not Georgie. Georgie's just doing his job.
Hey, Georgie's just doing his job!
Just doing his job!
Just doing his job!
No, that wink was really suspicious. Also, this seems like a good reason to kill someone.
But Georgie ain't a killer except...
Georgie ain't a killer. Also, I'm standing right here.
Yeah, he can hear everything we say.
Georgie's just here to make sure that the right items get into the wrong... Don't get... the wrong items don't get in the right...
items to the wrong hands. We don't want that. We don't want that.
Let's focus on what's important here. How single is George?
What?
George is a lifelong bachelor.
He really is.
My bride is the sea.
I live there.
May I ask a question that is
yes.
on topic?
Yes, please, Enid.
Okay, George,
Yes.
am I to believe that you hoped to gain these items in the auction?
Well, I'm just a simple fisherman. My hope was that someone would bid on them we'd get the money for the... Look, I'm not a business guy. I'm a fishing man, and I just wanted to make sure that the money goes to the museum.
All right, and what's going to be in the museum if not these items?
That's a real good question. I suppose, now that you say that, I realize that if the items are auctioned, then we'll have to hope that the people who bid on them donate them back to the museum so that we get their money and keep the items.
Once again, tonight is a series of multiple unnecessary steps.
Look, George doesn't think ahead that much. He just does, right?
Yeah.
We just do a thing.
George is a man of action.
George is a man of action.
Man of action. Hey, we're both men of action, right, Regis? Yeah, high five.
Yeah.
There are so many types of fundraisers one can do. That's not this. Anyways.
Listen, Mavens, if any of you suspected someone, because the only person that I'm suspecting so far is Lily Jacobs. She ended up in a room she shouldn't have been in, and also, I believe she said something about having that moth in her family was an important thing.
Yes, she's very entitled and quite snobbish, if I do say so.
Well, guilty on all accounts then, shall we? Let's finish this up.
Whoa, okay. We can
All right,
do
are
that.
you guys ready to
I
theorize?
don't believe we are. I was mostly making a joke.
Oh,
Okay. Well, then you've got about 7 minutes before you have to
Has
theorize.
anyone actually talked to Pierre? let's go confront Pierre.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
What do we have to confront him
I don't
with?
know. Just ask him questions.
Maybe
Did
his
you
history
find
with his sister.
anything that
I
we
would
might
like to see
confront
this.
him?
I would like to know more about this mysterious death at Seeley's twins orphaned. What happened? What happened?
What is the date on that newspaper?
Oh, 1982. Wednesday, November 24th, 1982.
Oh, what year is it?
Man, what have you been taking there, mate?
I'm sorry, whatever was in that syringe is making me loopy.
Did you lick it?
Well, I had to figure out if it was drugs.
Okay, we cut to a commercial. This is a commercial for party drugs, but the kind that aren't actually going to get you in trouble. And it's Regis and Pearl doing this commercial in character. Safe, sane party drug.
Have you ever wanted to pretend you were partying and also doing drugs, but also not want to do drugs or party, Regis?
Well, I sure have. And so therefore, we have a new product out for you, the not so safe drugs.
Yes, it's just basically Smarties candies.
Yes.
Smarties candies, the drug that's not a drug.
Yes, and it's all crushed up to look like drugs, even though it's not.
drugs.
It's not drugs.
Remember, kids, stay in school, don't do drugs,
And get sleep.
and eat Smarties candies.
Yes.
Smarties candies.
Excellent. Good job. So you guys are going to talk to Pierre?
Yes.
Okay, Pierre is he's sitting in a corner on a stool. He's just over in a pile of things and he just seems to be beside himself. Oh, hello, Mavens. You've all come to see me. What have you found? Have you found my dear Pauline's killer? Please tell me you have found the killer.
Hey, did your parents die at sea?
What?
Regis!
Regis, for God's sakes.
Sacre Blue! You got...
Regis! Go over there!
Regis!
Regis, be more appropriate.
Enid!
Pierre, how single are you?
Hey!
Oh my goodness! What, Enid, these are your friends? These are the Mavens I've heard so much about?
Look, Veranda couldn't make it tonight, and I really wish you had.
Oh my goodness. Well, if you must know, our parents died on the very challenging voyage coming to live here in America from where we are from, which of course is obvious.
Paris? Paris, Texas? You're from Paris, Texas, I assume.
They sent us ahead of them to get settled, and then in their journey over, there was a terrible freak accident. And though it cannot be true, it is said that the fabled two-headed octopus dragged them down to the depths of the sea, and they say that the elder wing moth was involved.
So I see the bad planning runs in the family.
Well, the Elder Wing is a harbinger of doom. They say if you consult the Elder Wing before you make your voyage, she will tell you oui or no. And even though she said no, don't go. Mom and Dad said, oh, you are a stupid moth. What do you know? At least that's what we think.
Is that why you've valued it so lowly for this auction?
What do you mean? 25,000 pounds, dollars, whatever you Americans use.
Oh, Pierre, there seems to be a small issue with the printing. You see, this moth is listed at $5,000.
$5,000? This is a shock. No, there's no way. Why, that would mean what? What would that mean?
Well, insurance fraud, although I'm not sure why anyone would undervalue unless they were doing it for tax reasons.
Or perhaps someone thought if they got it at a cheaper dollar amount, it would be
Easier to
Easier?
bid on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Or
no.
They don't want the money to go to that poor young Alma girl.
Well, Pauline, she is the one who always set the prices, and I told her I thought we should ask for top dollar. We get only 10%, you see.
Has this ever happened before where you disagree about how something should be?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should tell you.
Oh, honey, you could tell us.
Okay, go ahead and roll a meddling move.
I'm going to, I'm going to just like situate myself a little bit, straighten my collar on my dress that has
Oh,
a
you look so
bow
good.
neck. And, it's like a little bit backless, totally inappropriate for my age, but I look amazing. just saying that. Okay. Okay. Would you say that I used that outfit?
You did.
Okay, good.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 7 twice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Same
well, you
configuration.
still get a clue. And Pierre says, I wasn't going to say anything, but I found this. It fell out of my dear Pauline's pocket. Please describe to everyone in the room what it is.
It's a napkin that says I can help you, and then it looks like it would be a phone number, but it's not
It
right.
is a phone number. Oh, I am so sad. I called this number, and it was the number of a rival antique shop.
What?
Why? Why would Pauline call a rival antique shop?
Oh, do you know who runs that rival antique shop?
No, nobody knows.
Well, why don't we just call the number right now and ask for who it is?
Right. I couldn't fit my phone on this outfit. Do you have yours?
I believe I do. Don't we carry our phones? How do you look at your tiki-talkies if you don't have your phone on you?
How did someone call the police?
Well, we didn't. I don't. Go ahead, call it.
Are you calling it?
Yes.
Well, roll your dice.
Oh. Going to roll a terrible roll, and then it's going to go right to voicemail. I rolled a 3, so...
It goes right to voicemail. It says, rival antique shop, rivals, and we sell antiques. Ba-da-bop.
What a weird name for an antique shop.
It is.
It's very specific.
Also, their jingle is much better than these jingles.
But somewhere in the room, someone's phone was vibrating. You can't tell who. You don't know. But it was somewhere in this room that phone was vibrating. And, Mavens, it's time to theorize. Here's how it works. You each get to, in character or out of character, go over all of the evidence that you found, all the people that you talked to, all the things that you think, and come up with a theory of the case. Now, when you come up with a theory that you all like, you have to try and use as many of the pieces of evidence that you have uncovered as possible. They include the business card of a rival antique dealer, a wad of cash stashed in a tea tin, a newspaper article detailing the death of the twins' parents, an appraisal form stating the true value of an item, a hypodermic needle, a napkin with the message, I can help you, followed by a telephone number for the rival antique shop, a crumpled piece of paper with a hastily scribbled occult symbols, and a brochure for the whaling museum. Those are your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items. Now, whatever your roll is, when you finally do get to roll, you can add as many items as you explain in your theory. You have 10 minutes to theorize before the cops show up.
All right, I have theory number 1. I believe that Pierre and Lee, the assistant?
Lee, the assistant?
Is that right?
Lee Landsberg, the assistant?
Yes. We're working in cahoots to sell the Elder Wing
Moth.
to the rival shop, which is why we have the card and the money. And Pauline found out.
Wait, there was money?
Yeah, money. Here.
You guys have to tell us what you found.
Whose room was that in?
Oh, that was in Pierre's.
Okay, thank you.
Pierre found out, and Pauline found out, and,
Yes.
and so Lee syringed her by shocking her to death. That's my theory.
Wait, so your theory is that
My theory only includes
Pierre...
You wouldn't say the syringe is a murder weapon?
Yes. My theory does only include the money, the card to the other dealership because they sold because we don't have the elder thing.
did you determine how she died?
Yes. Shock.
That is not canon. That is an opinion.
She died from that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Wait, whose pocket did that fall out of though?
The waiter.
Oh no.
The cater waiter. So,
Cater's involved too. Wait, who's
I mean-
partners with Pauline?
This is a napkin that had I can help you with a number on it. That could have also come from the waiter, right?
Pauline someone was Pauline's lover. Who was it?
Hazim with the scarves.
He was the scarf and the lover. Wow. My theory's 3. Beat it. My theory includes 3 items. Beat that.
Very well, my theory. The moth really was cursed.
Hence this.
Correct.
And this.
2.
Pauline found herself in possession of a cursed item, one that in fact had already killed her parents, and so wanted to get it off of her hands as quickly as possible. So she lowballed the price of the moth.
3.
This got the other rival antique dealer thinking, well, we can't have them selling this for less. We could sell this for way more. That is clearly worth a lot more than they're listing it for. And so they hired the caterer, who clearly needs money since he's working during a murder scene, to poison Pauline and steal the moth and bring it to them.
That's 4.
What am I missing? I just want to include a few more things.
Money.
The money and the brochure.
Ah, well, obviously, Nigel couldn't walk around with the money. He had to hide it somewhere where no one would look for it, like the tea he was serving after post-drinks. So he hid it inside
The tea jar.
Pierre's tea jar in order to make him look guilty.
Ooh. I like that one. That's 5.
How many more are there? I might get one more in just
There's
for kicks.
We got the brochure.
We got the curse.
Did you use the needle?
Yeah,
That's the murder weapon.
that's the murder weapon, yes. Well, I'll just call it 5, and there we are.
Well, how does the curse play into this?
I have an idea.
All right.
She was cursed.
Oh wait, no, you used this one too because she wanted to get rid of it because it killed her parents.
That was 1 and 2.
I have an idea as well. Tell me what you think. I believe that the moth was not cursed, but someone made Pauline believe it was. They left the newspaper for her to find. They left the cursed nonsense for her to find. They made her life difficult, and then they reached out to her saying, I can help you. Come to us here at this antique dealer's. We can help you there. And then I'm assuming, of course, that I believe that the antique is being run by one Lily Jacobs.
Ooh.
And that perhaps she has a lover in Nigel. I don't know. Working together, they get her alone. They get the moth by injecting her with something that scared her or something. And how does the museum work into this?
I believe that I can add on to yours, tag on, is that Lily was going to buy that thing for $5,000
Instead of the 25.
and then sell it for 25 to the rival dealer.
Ooh.
I
okay.
believe that includes all of the clues.
Yeah, you didn't include the brochure.
Wait, the brochure. What is this? This brochure.
The museum.
Or the money, right?
Or the tea jar. Yeah.
And then they could use the money to buy the museum to get more nautical souvenirs.
Well, let's just quickly count this money.
Wait, okay, question. What if, instead of it being Lily Jacobs that was scaring her, it was her own brother?
Ooh.
You have 3 minutes to theorize.
Okay, so okay. So what if the brother blamed Pauline for his parents' death because Pauline found the Elder Wing moth somewhere, and so he like you, he can. Well, no, never mind. I lost my train of thought. I can't make heads or tails of this. I'm an essential penny.
Well, she was detrimental to the business, right? And maybe he was trying to get rid of her. And because she's a part owner, he can just fire her, right? I don't know that I like this. I don't like twins murdering each other.
Which is why I made sure the caterer did it.
Okay, so you guys have to choose who is going to present your theory when Sheriff Dalrymple arrives, and what theory you're going to go with. We have, I believe, 3 theories. Dorian, give your theory in 1 sentence. Who did it?
I believe that Nigel and Leah were in cahoots to get rid of Pauline because she's a terrible at her job.
And
Nigel or Pierre? You said Pierre first time.
Yeah, you said Pierre.
But I believe that Robert's theory ties the most things together.
My theory is that. Oh man, I am unraveling. That Pauline actually was cursed and wanted to get rid of the moth, so she undercharged it, and that made the other antique rival think that they could buy it and then sell it for the difference, which then they paid the. But then they realized, why pay for it when we can pay even less to a guy who serves drinks, and he made sure the curse took place.
And Trisha, what's yours in 1 sentence? Who did it?
Sentence. Okay. My belief is that Pauline was made to believe, based off of things being put in her life, that the moth was in fact cursed. And in her desire to get rid of this curse, she trusted the wrong people and was taken advantage of.
Okay. All right. So now you, the audience, get to vote for which theory they're going to go with. Is it Dorian's theory of business rivalry? Is it Robert's theory of it is cursed? Trisha's theory that it's a trick curse. All right. Robert's theory is the one that you will be presenting.
Yay, Meg, you're presenting it.
All right.
The sheriff.
So Sheriff Dalrymple arrives. He opens the door. Here, you can choose who you're going to accuse from out of there.
Sheriff Dalrymple is not attractive or single, so just get that.
All right,
And
now
he's not smart at all.
I've been called here to settle a crime. I see I have a contingent of murder mavens here on the premises, so why don't we cut to the chase and you just tell me how it was done and who did it and with what?
Well, Sheriff, we believe the caterer did it.
The caterer?
Ta-da! Yes. Nigel Potter. See, it wasn't Nigel's fault. He just needed money. Please let him finish out his shift so he can make enough for bail. Nigel was merely the working of a curse that had fallen upon Pauline when she had the cursed moth that she was trying to get rid of. She even had the anti-curse on her person. But due to necessarily money and having a blue-collar job, Nigel was forced to take a payout from the raw antique dealers. I said raw, it's rival antiques. I thought I was just really wanting sushi. I love yachting. And so he took the money, he syringed Pauline with something that makes you feel wonderful if you only get like half a drop of it. And then Pauline fell out of her window into the alley.
All right, so that's 4 items you've explained?
Oh, well, there's also 5 if you include the fact that Pauline thought she was cursed because she had a family history with the
Yeah, she
curse.
found that.
Oh, okay. So you used 5 items. Very good. Then what you get to do, Robert, is you get to roll. Now, you do have your bonus roll, so you get to roll actually twice.
Yes.
And the highest of those 2 rolls plus 5 will determine whether or not you've solved the mystery.
Well, we got a 4 for the first one, so
Okay,
it's already
that would not
looking
be good.
ladies and gentlemen.
That's an okay roll.
And a 5, so we're at a 10.
You're at a 10? Okay, give me all the people again. All right. And as you accuse him, Nigel stumbles into the middle of the room and he says, you almost had it. You almost had me, but here's what you didn't guess. I am the rival antiques dealer! And not only was I going to steal all of the stuff and keep Pauline thinking forever that she was cursed, I was going to take all those objects and resell them at twice the price! Whoa. You got me, you meddling murder mavens. And just at that moment, he starts to lunge at Enid. He dashes at her. What will Enid do?
Enid is gonna whip out a card stock and slap him across the face with it.
He is knocked out cold because that is 14-point card stock, baby! And Sheriff Dalrymple says, well, Mavens, I wouldn't put it past you. You've solved another wonderful crime, and the only thing we have left to do is find that horrible elder wing moth before it causes any more cursed drama.
You should check his pocket.
Does anybody else think it's a little strange that he keeps referring to the crimes as wonderful?
Yes.
Well, crimes are my business, Mavens, and business is a booming. All right, now I'll get this guy out of here. You calm down all the rest of the patrons and make sure that they're all in good spirits. Until next time, Mavens, freeze frame!
I'll calm Kazim.
Okay, let's hear it for our Murder Mavens! Once more, give us your name and tell us who you were playing.
My name is Dorian, and I was playing Pearl Drummond.
David, and I was playing Regis Eversby.
My name is Robert. I was playing May Seas.
And I'm Trisha, and I was playing Enid Wilder.
And I'm Chrissy, and I have been your all-knower and doer of things. Or wait, that's not right. The all-knower and maker-upper. The act-do for this game. So thank you so much for listening. Please listen to all of the cool time, dice, hour offerings we have for you. And please come down and see us live at the Neighborhood Comedy Theater. Until then, we'll bring the dice, you bring the imagination!